The king is back. Hey guys, Big Red 310s here again, back from my trip. Thank you for all who hoped I had a good trip. And also I really want to thank True Slayer for his great, so nice plug. Now, I asked you guys not to send me in, but you did anyways. And like he said, I had the most votes. Thanks, I guess. I didn't want you guys to send me in because I wanted other people to get recommended more than I did. I mean, as of right now, I have 962 subs. I'm pretty sure I don't really need the plug, but it is what it is. I'm on here. Let's just, deal with it. I'm on here. And so, thank you very much to True Slayer. I'm going to plug several people. Not in this video, because this is not a mainstream wrestling video, so people won't watch this, and people I want to plug won't get their subscribers. It's unfortunate. But yeah, I want to plug, like he plugged me last time, I want to plug a few people, and I want all you subscribers, if you like me, to go to these people that he did not plug. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to give my review of the much anticipated Kurt Russelmania. This show has been massively hyped. I am not kidding. For months and months, every time I ordered a PWG or ROH DVD, in the mail, I got a little Kurt Russelmania card to come along with it. And let me just tell you, this show has been ridiculously hyped. And quite honestly, it was a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, I like the show a lot. I think it's a very good show that you should all buy. But really, for all the hype that was put into it, it's just kind of a letdown. I'm giving it a very good score. But here, let's get to the show. We start off with the Cutler brothers, Ryan Taylor and Christina Von Eerie versus Malachi Jackson, or Mal Jackson, Johnny Goodtime, Candice, LeRae, and LTP. Christina Von Eerie was massively over in this match. And this match was your standard PWG opener. It was spotty. There was a lot of comedy involved with the woman. They had some good spots. They told a decent story. LTP played a pretty good babyface in Peril, I will say that. But really, this is just your standard 3 1/4. Every single PWG opener, I've given 3 or 3 1/4. It has never gotten higher. It has never gotten lower. It's the same score every time because it's the same match because the same wrestlers are in it. The Cutler brothers, Johnny Goodtime, Ryan Taylor, LTP Robinson, Malachi Jackson. Brandon Gatson used to, but I think he's evolved from that club. So yeah, it's the same guys every time. They have the exact same match. This is more of a different match because women were involved and it was a little more interesting. That's why it gets 3 1/4 and not 3. Next we get Brandon Bonham versus Brandon Gatson. When I first saw this, I'm like, why is this on the show? This doesn't need to be here. Other matches are going to need more time, but this was very good. Well, this was pretty good. Very enjoyable match. These guys are very athletic. They told an okay story. They had a nice confrontation with the crowd on the Brandon versus Brandon. Like, let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Because they were cheering for both. It was really funny. And they did some pretty cool spots. It was fun for the most part. 3 stars. I'm glad they put it on here. It gave Brandon Gatson. It's clear that PWG is really high on this guy. I mean, giving him a match against a guy who's probably has been on PWG. This is probably his debut on a PWG show. On a big show like this. Really gets some attention. Next we get Super Crazy versus Human Tornado. I forgot. At the beginning, the Young Bucks came out saying they didn't want to become the Young Bucks. They wanted to be called by their real names, Max and Jeremy of Generation Me. They got the crowd pissed. They told Kendrick he couldn't be a part of this generation. They beat him up. Paul London came out, saved them. And that's why because it was supposed to be Human Tornado and Chuck Taylor versus the Young Bucks. Human Tornado won half of 2 skinny black guys. Chuck Taylor won half of Men Love and Low Moral Fiber, who both had been chasing the Bucks the year before. But Chuck Taylor's plane got caught in the snow, so they couldn't really do the match. So instead of doing Human Tornado and having a blank, instead of doing Human Tornado and Brian Kendrick, I think they instead of finding a part of Human Tornado, they just put Brian Kendrick and Paul London. They brought Paul London in because they thought that would be a better tag match, which it was. But because of that, Brian Kendrick couldn't fight Kevin Steen, so Davey Richards had to fight Kevin Steen, so Super Crazy had to fight Human Tornado, who was still free. This match was extremely short. No joke, this match was 6 minutes, and that infuriated me, because this was going along so well. I'm giving it a very good rating of 2.5 stars, but this match was going along so well, and then it just ended, man. I was furious. A lot of the matches were a lot shorter than they will be, and I will get back to that. Davey Richards versus Kevin Steen, this match was great. This was the third best match of the night, in my opinion. This had a lot of great action, a pretty good story, and oh my god, was this match funny. That's right, a Davey Richards match was hilarious. This match was so funny. Mostly due to Kevin Steen, obviously. I'm going to give this 3.5, 3 3/4, somewhere around there. I really enjoyed it. Great action. Not too long, but not too short, like 14, 15 minutes, which I thought was just the amount of time they needed. Next, we move on to the Great Muta and Kai versus Scott Lost and Joey Ryan. This was the worst match of the night, in my opinion. Kind of unfortunate, too, with the Great Muta. I mean, it's 2.5 stars. You can tell the Great Muta was kind of slow in the ring. He had problems getting out of the ring. He fell one time during the match on the ropes, and he had problems getting back up. It was kind of tough to watch, I'm not going to lie. But he did some good, mat wrestling while he was in there. Kai did most of the work, you can tell. But even then, this match was too short. This match was only, 11 minutes? Jesus Christ, man. I mean, it's still the Great Muta. It's a big deal. He did the mist. He did the Shining Wizard. He hit his trademark. He got the win. I don't like giving stuff away, but he did. And Kai did some great action here, but this match was just too damn short. 2.5 stars. It could have been really good. And I'm going to get into the rant of PWG on that later. Next, we get El Generico, Jushin, and Liger. This was probably the most disappointing match of the night. Although I'm giving it 3.5 stars. I'm giving it a very good rating because the last 7-8 minutes were really good. But, again, this match got kind of slow at the beginning. It told a pretty decent story, but they didn't follow up on the story throughout the match. Picked up a little. This match was also too damn short. This match, I think, was like 12 minutes. Which is ridiculous. I mean, come on. These matches could have had a lot more time. I'll tell you why in the end. This just could have been longer. This was a big disappointment. This is the match I was looking forward to the most on the card, actually. I thought it would be kind of like El Generico versus Shingo. Instead, I kind of got El Generico versus Chris Hero. Just to give you some examples. Next, you get they're both tied for match of the night, but the Young Bucks versus Kendrick and London. I don't know why the titles went out on the line or had the Bucks win. Maybe just wanted to send the crowd home happy. But the non-title match kind of devalued the match a little. And this was a really good match, though. My only problem with it, Paul London. He's still sloppy. He still has WWE ring rust. It's ridiculous. After a year and a half, he still was very sloppy. I won't say WWE ring rust because Kendrick has WWE ring rust, but he just doesn't go all out as he used to. Paul London's just point blank sloppy. It's like he doesn't care, man. Botched a lot of moves in this match, but just like the 6-man at Express Written Consent, this match was saved by the Young Bucks' awesome performance. They did some moves that I've never seen them do before, which is really cool, which is really unique. They kind of, I've complained in the past how their matches are kind of the same. Not this one. This one had a different feel to it. Kendrick, this was a match that proved to me, he's a different guy than what he is in the WWE. I mean, I'll still need to see the Roderick Strong Brand Kendrick match to officially prove it, but this match really showed me that he can go back to his old self. And this match was really good. They did a lot of really good spots. 4 stars. I think it might be the match of the night. It was really enjoyable. Really fun from start to finish. Let's get the main event. And quite honestly, the reason I wanted to get this show, no offense to the Great Muta, Kai, or Liger, but I've been a huge RVD fan. Not a huge RVD fan. I've been an RVD fan. I've always liked them. So I guess that's why I took a too harsh one. Yeah, quote unquote buried. Haven't seen Impact yet, so I'm not going to comment on that anymore. But Chris Hero versus Roderick Strong versus Rob Van Dam. This was pretty good. I would say this was very good, actually. I would give this, what am I saying? This was great. 3 3/4, 4 stars around there. Kind of a little disappointing. But I still thought, they kind of, I'm going to give it 4 stars. I thought they did enough. They did some great action in this match. A lot of fun to watch. This was probably the match of the night, actually. I think I enjoyed this match the most. Yeah, I'll say this is the match of the night. A lot of fun, a lot of great spots. Rob Van Dam has not lost a step, ladies and gentlemen. I can truly say that. He hit the frog splash perfectly. You all know what was going to happen. He hit the the thing where it jumps off the apron and puts his leg across like a guy who's bent over the barricade. He did the Van Terminator. He did the not the Van Terminator. He did like where he just grabs the chair and he jumps and he hits the chair and the guy's face in the turnbuckle by himself. He did the God, what's the name of the name? Van Daminator. He did the Van Daminator very well. He did the Rolling Thunder. He hit all his moves perfectly. And he worked so well during this match. Roderick Strong hit some nice moves during this match. Chris Eerie looked pretty good in this match. Chris Eerie match. 4 stars. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun watching it. So yeah, overall I'm going to give the show an 8.5 out of 10. While I did enjoy it a lot, I thought it was very good. It was kind of disappointing. The show is only 2 hours and 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of the matches were really, really short. The main event's the only match I think truly got enough time. And even that's debatable. It only got like 16 minutes. But yeah, the show was only 2 hours and 15 minutes long. That's fucking ridiculous, man. Matches with legends in it were less than 10 minutes. This Tornado's super crazy. Tornado crazy match hurt me a lot. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10. It still is a great show. I do recommend everyone going to pick it up. But, you know, overall, I thought it was just still a little bit disappointing with the amount of hype going into it. So yeah, pick it up. Maybe 10. I'm like, I see it.